Hi, I'm just going to wait for a few seconds, but first I'll introduce myself. I'm Sarah Lee, and I am pregnant 38 weeks this week uh, with my third child. So I've got a 3.5-year-old boy, Elijah, and I've got a 1.5-year-old, Angela. And Eli's at daycare today, and Angela is having her nap, and I was bored, I guess. And so I wanted to share a little bit about what is essential for me in my pregnancies, and they might give you a bit of an idea on how to make things really comfortable for your pregnancy. So if you know someone who's pregnant, or you know someone who's wanting to be pregnant, or going to be really soon, maybe share this with them, and give a bit of a tip of what's to come. I'll show you my bump. I think from front on, this dress really hides the bump, but from the side it kind of pops out. But my baby's about 3.5 kilos. We don't know the sex, and we're due on the 10th of August. So not long now. But all my pregnancies I've had in winter. I've been pregnant through winter because I had 2 November babies, and then this one's an August baby. So it's really exciting. So what I would always suggest to anyone who's going to be pregnant, or even in the second half of your pregnancy during winter, is to have some boots. They're UGG boots. Well, these ones are actually from Peter Alexander, but they're black. And I would get something that you actually feel comfortable and looks okay going out to the shops, or just going outside, because sometimes you might not want to get out of your pajamas, and you want something that's really comfortable that you can also get out in and not be obviously look like you're wearing pajamas or slippers. So they are definitely essential that I've lived in. I've also got some flip-flops that are really comfortable. They're really thick. My mother-in-law bought them for me, and I've probably lived in them over the last 2 pregnancies. And they're dressy, but they're very comfortable. With my second pregnancy, I was very unstable and I was falling over a lot, so I had to sort of think about my shoes and what I was wearing. And I have a lot of high heels, but I can't really wear them during pregnancy. Although this pregnancy, I have worn high heels a fair bit, but yeah. Other essential thing that you definitely want to have is a nice cozy dressing gown. So sticking with Peter Alexander, I went with this one. It's got a really big hoodie. This is a one size fits all, but it's huge and it's very cozy and cuddly. You want something that's really soft if you're looking for a present for someone who's pregnant. Nice, really soft one that feels really soft to touch, because when you're in labour, you might want to have this with you in the hospital. And when you're in labour, touch just becomes so sensitive. Having people massaging you or holding your hand, or having really soft things to cuddle onto while you're going through those contractions, is really soothing. Also during labour, for me, it's really important to have good soothing music, not radio or pump music, but something that's either just quiet piano, worship music, or I think I had Michael Bublé in my last labour. Megan, a friend of mine who was there, she'll tell you she thought it was really funny. She told me that she thought I made labour look really easy because I was singing in between contractions, so I'm a singer. But during singing, that actually helped me regulate my breathing, so that was just my way of getting through. And I think there's a few people that do singing. I've heard of a few people doing singing during labour. The other thing that you will have to get before you have the baby is your car seat, because you'll need something to bring the baby home in. So we actually got the Strider pram, and we've got the matching capsule to go with it. So it looks like this. It's got a little three-way clip in there. And that goes into the car seat, and then when you put it in, it just locks in by doing that. And it's so great. The reason I think that's just amazing is because babies sleep all the time. And the last thing you want to be doing when your baby's asleep, especially as a newborn, is waking it up all the time. If you have to go out, you can keep the baby in the capsule, clip it in and out of the pram, in and out of the car, and you don't have to wake the baby up by moving it from a pram to a car seat. So if you can afford it, or if you've got the option to do that, definitely recommend it. I think off the top of my head, this was around $298 on top of around $800 for the pram, but they were matching, so they clipped into each other. But we've had the same pram for 4 years. It's a Strider Plus. I bought it because I thought I'd do a lot of running, but that just didn't happen. But it's definitely been stable. And we've also got the undercarriage, so we can have 2 babies in it at the same time. And yeah, it's lasted really well. So some of the things that I've got in my baby bag. So I've got a Mimco baby bag. They are super cute, and they're also really convenient. I've had a blue one. This is my second one, which I just got at my baby shower this weekend. Thanks, Kristen. And it's just got lots of pockets. It's really convenient because it's got everything that you can think of, including like a change mat. It's got, you know, pockets that you can easily access, and you have different things in different sections, and it just makes it really easy. You want to make sure that you've got clothes for your baby to come home in. We don't know the sex, so we've got some yellow stuff. You want to have wipes. Big essential, anyone will tell you to have when you have a newborn baby, some nice Muslim wraps. The nice cotton so that they breathe. And make sure you take some of those along to the hospital. Your hospital, if it's private, or your hospital will have wraps, but they probably won't send them home with you, so you'll need some to take to the hospital with you. What else have I got here? I've got some clothes. This one says born in 2016. That one's from Grandpa Eddie in the UK. That's my husband's father. So just a few little outfits. Try a few different sizes if you're not too sure. But definitely have some 4-0s, if not 5-0s available, just in case the baby comes out a bit smaller than expected. Mittens for newborns are really important. So when newborns are born, they have this like reflex, and they might have really long nails as well. So having mittens on them can stop them from scratching themselves and things like that, and it just sort of, protects them from that. It can be really hard to keep them on, especially if their hands are really tiny, but definitely worth having if you have a problem with that. And some little beanies as well. What else have I got in here? I've got some nappy bags. I've got some little newborn nappies ready. The hospital that I'm going to does have nappies, but this is just for myself to have, I guess, for comfort reasons. One other thing, I guess, that you're going to be really feeling towards the end of your pregnancy, and when you come home and you start breastfeeding, is you're going to get really thirsty. You're going to be drinking a lot of water, and you'll just be guzzling it down like you've never had a drink of water before in your life. So it's really important to invest in a really decent jug, because you're not going to want to be getting up, and you'll find that you'll be sitting down, you'll just go to breastfeed, and all of a sudden you'll be like, I really want to drink. And if you haven't got someone around, it's really great to just have this on the table next to you, or somewhere really close by, so it's not hard to get to. And you've always got cold water, especially if you've got a newborn in summer. That's going to be really handy to have that in the fridge all the time. And I'm going to show you some other things that I've used. See these ones? So they're pregnancy shorts. This is what I've worn this time round. They also have leggings. They're called SRC pregnancy shorts, or pregnancy leggings, and they help with circulation and support of your ligaments during pregnancy. My first pregnancy, I had the full length ones. I was pregnant in winter in Melbourne, so it was a lot colder, and I also had a lot of problems with circulation and blood pressure. I was high risk preeclampsia, and I really felt that helped me with my swelling in my ankles. This time around, it's actually been more about just supporting me in my hips, and that's where the shorts come in. But also I live in the Gold Coast now, so it's a lot hotter as well, so the leggings wouldn't have been great for this climate. They also have a post-pregnancy recovery shorts. Now they are amazing. If you can get them, a lot of health insurance companies actually cover them as a medical device. They're pink, but they actually come up right up under here, and you wear them for, I can't remember now actually, I think it's for half a day or for a couple of hours each day for the first 6 weeks after you've had baby, and it'll help your muscles come back together and help your stomach and everything compress back together properly after having the baby. And then it also supports your ligaments and your hips that have just gone through the trauma of giving birth, if you've had a natural birth as well. But even if you've had a cesarean, you're going to have some problems there. So they're really, really good shorts to, or a really good brand to have a look at. If you want the link, let me know. But I found them amazing. I've had them in every pregnancy, and I'll be getting the recovery shorts for after this one as well. And yeah, can't recommend it enough. If you want your tummy back quicker, give those ones a go. When you're pregnant, get some roll-on deodorant. You're not going to want to be spraying perfumes and things, especially if you get sick in the start of your pregnancy. For me, I've been sick the whole way through. I have to take Zofran, which is on Dancertron. It's safe during pregnancy. I've had 2 healthy babies on it, but I have to take it every day. Otherwise, I get really nauseous, really sick, dehydrated, and then I end up in hospital on a drip. So I've learnt to manage by taking that medication to stop me from getting sick and to keep me functioning, but spraying things around my face, or hairspray, or spray roll-ons, spray deodorants is really bring out that nausea. So I just got a Rexona one, but I have a few of these and I'll put them in my handbag and stuff like that and take it to the hospital with you, but you just don't want to have sprays. The other thing that you've probably heard of is bio oil. So for your bump, stretch marks, things like that. I would show you my bump, but I'm wearing a dress, so but I don't have any stretch marks. And I think that the oils have really helped me. So bio oils are a really good one. Pop it on your tummy every night if you can, if you remember. Also, your skin can really get I find that my skin gets really dry during pregnancy, so I'll try and put some vitamin E oil, bio oil, or something else on it as well. The one I actually prefer, or my preferred brand, is Organic Spa. I think you can see that. So Organic Spa is an organic Australian brand that brings out, they have like a whole salon organic skincare range. But I really like their rosehip oil. It's been amazing for my skin and my face especially. And then I actually found out that that's also good for the bump and stretch marks. So I have been using that. It's really amazing, as well as, I know it's really safe and it's certified organic. I'm getting less chemicals into me, which means less chemicals into my baby. And last but not least, if you've never met me before, then this will be completely new. But if you haven't, I am the Juice Plus girl. This is like my essentials. So this is Juice Plus. It's a premium pack. You've got berries, fruits and veg. There's around 30 different fruits, vegetables and berries in here. Nothing's genetically modified. Nothing else is added. It's just phytonutrients from juicing, and they've dried it and put it into powders. And this is really what saved my life when it's come to pregnancy. If I didn't have these babies, there is no way I would have come back for number 3, because I probably would have died in my number 2. So they were a godsend. The biggest thing with this is that with my first pregnancy, I said I was high risk preeclampsia. I had lots of swelling. I gained a lot of extra weight. And when I was on these with my second pregnancy, I started around 16 weeks. All of a sudden, I didn't have any sicknesses. With the first pregnancy, I was on antibiotics like the entire time. I had chest infection after chest infection. They thought I had a pulmonary embolism. Turned out it was just a really bad chest infection, along with pregnancy-induced asthma, which is something I had when I was a kid. So this has really helped me. One, I don't get swelling on these. They're really, really good for the cardiovascular system. There's been no cases of anyone with preeclampsia who takes the Juice Plus. Preeclampsia is a lack of blood flow to the placenta, which then affects the baby getting nutrition and oxygen. So it's really dangerous. So having something that supports your immune system and your cardiovascular system as well as this does, I haven't been able to find anything else better on the market. So this is the best thing for me and my babies. And if you're pregnant or you're expecting or you want to be pregnant, I would, if I could give this to everyone in the world, I would. Definitely get your hands on some of this stuff, because it's really going to make a huge difference, as well as your energy levels and your immune system during pregnancy is already compromised, and that's going to help support that so that you don't. And I actually went on maternity leave this time with sick leave available. Normally with pregnancies, you run out of sick leave before even 20 weeks. So if that gives you an idea of how I was able to continue working full time, not have to take up all my sick leave on being sick during pregnancy and taking my own Dancertron. Yeah, you just have to try it, but it's really, really beneficial. But you do need to be on all 3. I don't take any other supplements. In the first 3 months, I'll take some extra folic acid tablets for the development of the baby's brain. But after that, it's just these guys and then some protein shakes and things like that. But that is my review on pregnancy essentials, the things that I have done during my 3 pregnancies. I'm going to have 3 under 4. I know I'm crazy. Everyone keeps asking if I'm going to have more. I don't know. I keep on saying no every time I have one, so I don't want to jinx it this time. I will be really happy with 3 little babies. I'm really excited to introduce the new one into the world and find out the sex and pick a name. I still have no idea what I'm going to call my 3rd baby. I've got an Elijah. It's Elijah Robert Lee, and I've got Angela Rachel Lee, and this one is just Baby Lee. I don't know. So if you've got any name suggestions, that would be great. Otherwise, I hope this has been really helpful. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to PM me. I haven't had any questions in the live video, but I'm happy to chat to anyone that wants to. And yeah, good luck with your pregnancy if you're pregnant, and babies are always good news. So if you're a bit nervous, Don't be, you'll be fine. Just go with the flow and yeah, have fun. Bye.